Hello NBA fans, every day we have news about the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm a Lakers fan and I'm counting on you to subscribe to the channel and leave your. The Lakers are currently rebuilding, and this could affect the tenure of LeBron James, who has expressed dissatisfaction with being the team's second star, as the current top star is Luka Doncic. Reports are emerging that LeBron James could request a trade at any moment, and one of the places he could return is to the Miami Heat. A six-player trade brings Andrew Wiggins to the Lakers. The trade rumors surrounding LeBron James have slowed a bit, but they don't seem likely to fully stop as he enters the final year of his contract with the Los Angeles Lakers. One attempt at putting together a LeBron trade idea comes fresh from Bleacher Report's Zach Buckley, who figures if LeBron is moving, why not Bronny James, too? Buckley pitches a hefty deal that moves James back to the Miami Heat. These would be the terms. Miami Heat receive LeBron James, Bronny James, and Dalton Knecht. Los Angeles Lakers receive Andrew Wiggins, Terry Rozier, Jamie Jaquez Jr., a 2029 first-round pick and a 2030 first-round pick swap, top 3 protected. The percentile chance of this coming to fruition may not be much, but it also doesn't feel like a total zero, writes Buckley. It makes plenty of sense for the Heat. Why not take a run at the East title in an injury-trodden conference by acquiring an all-time great? And the Lakers add a couple of picks and a couple of solid wings in Wiggins and Jaquez. Sure, it isn't super likely, but it's fun to think about. Lakers' Luka Doncic makes major offseason announcement. While getting in peak physical condition over the summer, Los Angeles Lakers all-star guard Luka Doncic might have one more significant item on the proverbial agenda coming up. It's long been rumored that Doncic will ink an extension to remain in Los Angeles for the foreseeable future. He's not eligible to sign a 4-year deal worth nearly $230 million until August 2. Based on the news he released Sunday, a celebration of the probable extension likely will be taking place in his newly adopted city of Los Angeles. Doncic will be ending a Jordan Brand tour one day after he becomes extension eligible. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to see the writing on the wall in this situation. In no way do the Lakers want Doncic hitting free agency next summer. Even flush with cap space, the team could theoretically watch him sign elsewhere, thus making the deal made a year ago a total and utter disaster. Having said that, for those that bleed purple and gold, Doncic seems all but certain to stick with the franchise. Small signs have been illuminated over the offseason. Doncic was reportedly very active in offering his opinion on player personnel decisions. In fact, his endorsement of signing center DeAndre Ayton and guard Marcus Smart went a long way in LA, landing both players. When trying to keep a franchise player on your squad, acquiescing in nearly any way is vital. Appeasing Doncic as to who he'd get to play with is the very least Los Angeles could do in this situation. Even more telling, the Lakers seem ready to move on from LeBron James, who's 14 years older than Doncic, at the conclusion of this upcoming season, if not sooner. The page has been turned on the James chapter, with Doncic front and center as the team's new premier player. The Lakers are a franchise rooted in star power, and Doncic being the face of the team makes real sense given his global appeal, age, and gravitas. Moving forward, it'll be very fascinating to see how the team is built around Doncic's preferred style of play. Without a doubt, he'll have plenty of say as to who he suits up alongside given the money LA is about to invest in him. Lakers center Christian Koloko, I want to play to my full potential. Last summer, the only outside free agent the Los Angeles Lakers signed was Christian Koloko, a 7-footer who had been a second-round draft pick in 2022. He had missed all of the 2023-24 season due to a blood clot issue, and the Lakers, who badly needed center depth, signed him to a 2-way contract. Koloko has never looked that impressive, whether it was during this past season or this month's summer league. He averaged 2.4 points, 2.5 rebounds, and 0.4 blocks in 9.2 minutes a game during the regular season and 7.2 points, 4.0 rebounds and 2.6 blocks in 17.5 minutes per game during the main Las Vegas Summer League. But Los Angeles saw enough from him to sign him to another 2-way contract. The 25-year-old recently talked about what he and his Summer League teammates had been looking to do defensively. Just getting more comfortable with the guys defensively, said Koloko, the 7-footer whom the Lakers signed to a two-way contract last season. The last couple of games we did a really good job defensively as a team, just with deflections, getting steals and blocking shots. We want to be a scrappy team, causing turnovers, and I was trying to be the anchor of it. Koloko also said he wants to be as good as he can be. I want to play to my full potential, he concluded. The big man's full potential may not be enough to make him a true rotation player in the NBA. But it could be enough to get him slivers of playing time with the Lakers on a regular basis and provide a little more insurance behind newcomer DeAndre Ayton. Koloko can block shots, rebound a little and be a lob threat. While the Lakers, ideally, need more than that from their second-string center, he could help out and give them a very solid crew at the 5 spot. Stephen A. Smith gives instant reaction to new-look Luka Doncic, pinpoints where the worry was. Luka Doncic is ready to return stronger for the LA Lakers in 2025-26. Ever since the LA Lakers season came to an abrupt end in the first round of the playoffs, Luka Doncic has been on a journey of self-improvement. Stung by criticism of his physique and conditioning, Doncic has been working hard to get into the best shape of his life. The latest step in this development saw Doncic revealed as a Men's Health cover star, showing off his new post-Dallas revenge body. But according to Stephen A. Smith, Doncic's new toned physique is about more than simply proving a point to the Dallas Mavericks, following his shock trade to the Lakers. Stephen A. Smith on Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic being in improved shape has generated plenty of discussion. He looks fitter and slimmed down, ahead of returning to action. Speaking to ESPN, Stephen A. Smith said Luka Doncic has clearly heard the criticism directed towards him, and deserves credit for taking action. He said, he's been called out, he knows he's been called out, and he's responded to the challenge to let everybody know he's going to be ready. It's going to show when he steps back onto the basketball court. While Doncic will be a more explosive scorer and player in attack, Stephen A. Smith pointed out that the real benefit will be seen on the other side of the court. He said, "We're not worried about what he brings offensively, what you are thinking about is his movement without the basketball. In shape he will be willing to run more. You hope to play better defense and not be a defensive liability where he is being blown by all the time." Him taking this challenge is very good news for the LA Lakers. Doncic set to provide preview at Eurobasket. LA Lakers fans do not have to wait until October to see Luka Doncic in action with his new look. Doncic will be featuring for Slovenia at Eurobasket, with the tournament set to kick off in late August. Rising Western Conference team has clearest logical path to landing LeBron James in 2026. LeBron James opted into the final year of his contract with the Los Angeles Lakers, returning to the team after a surprise playoff push and looking to make a run at another title in his first full season with Luka Doncic. But the future beyond next season looks increasingly murky for James, who appears headed toward free agency in 2026 with close to a dozen teams named as contenders to land him. Analyst Sam Quinn of CBS Sports broke down the potential landing spots, noting that the San Antonio Spurs could have the clearest path to a sign-and-trade deal for the 40-year-old. The Spurs are primed to start contending in the very near future. And, as someone who thinks deeply about his place in NBA history, the concept of retiring on Victor Wembanyama's team might appeal to James, specifically, Quinn wrote, adding, if James were to actually play for the Spurs, he could pass him the metaphorical baton as a teammate. Quinn added that there would be obstacles to James joining the Spurs, predicting it would take a sign-and-trade between two franchises that traditionally have not worked together on such deals. He added that the Spurs passed on pursuing Kevin Durant, making it unclear whether they would part with their young assets for an even older player. Quinn added that the chances of a deal may not be the most likely, but added that as possible sign-and-trade partners go, the Spurs have the clearest logistical path. The Spurs showed improvement last season but still landed in 13th place, finishing the season 34-48. Pairing James and Wembanyama could help their slow rise in the Western Conference move even faster, potentially making them a title contender by the time he would arrive in 2026.